Good morning and welcome to episode 3 of Operation Bubble Butt. Today, I will be going through a full-length workout with you guys after this little talk that I'm going to have right now. I kind of want to also, with the workout portions, kind of put a little bit of knowledge on the front end of the video. So today, what I want to talk about is a big fitness myth, which is lifting weights will make women look bulky, which is completely a lie. And I don't know where this myth came from, but it is very false. And hold on a second, I have a phone call. I don't know who that is. Okay, so why, when you lift weights, will it not make you bulky? Number one, we don't have near as much testosterone as males have. They can put on muscle a lot easier. We have a very small fraction of testosterone. We have a lot of estrogen. So that is number one, a big reason why we cannot put on muscle the way that men can, because of the testosterone factor. Now, a lot of people are like, well, then how do women bodybuilders look like they do? Well, they put steroids and stuff into their body, extra testosterone to get that muscle, because that's what they're doing, that's what they want to do. So, and they're also eating a larger amount to put on that muscle, yada yada yada. It's not gonna happen to you if you're an everyday person lifting weights. It's not gonna happen. It takes years and years and years and years to put on muscle mass, and it's a very slow process, especially done the natural way. So don't worry about getting bulky. That's not gonna happen. I promise you. I promise, guys, promise. Reason number 2, the overload principle, which is basically, I'm gonna read the definition right now for you guys. Overload refers to the amount of load or resistance providing a greater stress or load on the body than it is normally accustomed to in order to increase fitness. So, broken down, basically that means you need to lift heavier than your body is used to, or else you're not going to make any progress. When you lift weights, you break down the muscles, and over the next 24 to 48 hours, your muscles repair and they grow. So if you're lifting, say for example, a 5-pound dumbbell for your squats, like that's not going to do anything. Your body's used to greater resistance in everyday life. So you really have to challenge your body every time you work out and lift heavy and feel the burn and sweat. And it's not always going to be wonderful, but that's what you have to do to really make progress, is really take into consideration the overload principle. And obviously, as you get stronger over time, you are going to want to increase your weights and continue to challenge your body and continue to make progress. So that's another reason why lifting heavy will not make you bulky. It's actually necessary. If you're lifting light weights, you're not going to make any progress, and nobody wants to be working out and not making progress. Number 3, and this is another point I want to go across with weightlifting. When you lift weights and you add more muscle onto your body, you burn more calories. The more muscle mass you have on your body, the more your muscles are contracting every second of every day, the more calories you're naturally going to burn just sitting around. So you want more muscle mass. You want more muscle mass on your body to burn more calories with just everyday activities. So lifting heavy is actually better for fat loss. And I say heavy in a quoted abbreviation because heavy for your body and what we take into account with the overload principle. Obviously, heavy for me is going to be different than heavy for you. So you have to really learn your body and learn what kind of weights challenge you. For me personally, what I recommend doing is, if you are doing a set of 15 reps, you really want to be struggling the last 2 to 3 reps of every set. So if you can do 2 to 3 over what you set out to do, then I would definitely increase your weights. That's usually what I tell all my clients, because it's kind of a good way to moderate yourself and know if the weights you're using are heavy enough or not. And that concludes today's knowledge talk with you guys. So don't be scared to lift heavy weights. It's not going to make you bulky. It's honestly going to increase your curves and give you that shape that you want. And so yeah, let's get into the workout for the day, and I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to give these videos, I know I tell you guys this all the time, thumbs up, because it helps me. The more thumbs up, the longer I will continue this series. And sorry, also, I know I said last video that there's gonna be a recipe today. It's not gonna happen today, unfortunately. Hopefully later this week. All right, guys, enjoy the workout, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to another workout with me and a voiceover so that you guys can be sure to be doing the exercise correctly. So the first exercise we have here is the step up with a barbell. I believe I was using either 40 or 50 pound barbell. You can also do these with dumbbells or kettlebells, and you want to try for 12 to 15 reps on each leg for 3 to 4 sets. And when you're going up, you really want to focus on pushing through with your heel, making sure that that front knee does not go over your front toes. All right, and then we're gonna superset that with these Sumo pulse squats. And I was holding a kettlebell. You can also use a dumbbell, or you can have a barbell on your back. And basically a superset means you're gonna go right from the step ups into this exercise and then rest. So you're gonna do 2 exercises back to back, and then you're gonna rest. Again, you wanna try for these for 3 to 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps. Then we moved into the hip thrust. Now this was my first time doing it in this freestanding barbell rack. Usually what I recommend doing is on a Smith machine if possible, just because it's easier to set up. With these I go fairly heavy just because you really want to squeeze at the top. Now again, you also have to have proper form, and see how I'm pushing through with my heels, and my front knees are not going in front of my front toes. You really want to accentuate the squeeze at the top like I do there. And I also used a mat on my lap, because if you don't, it's again very painful. So you can either use a mat, or they also have usually the round pads at the gym that you stick around the barbell. And on here I did that for 35s on each side. And then we're going to directly go superset into the hamstring curl machine. You can do seated or lying. I only have seated at my gym, which I prefer. And also with these, you are going to do a drop set. Now you'll see me in a few seconds here switch your weight. Basically, you want to go down 20 to 30%. So I'm going to lift it up and then switch the weight down, and then do another 10 to 12 reps. And for these, you really want to focus on contracting your hamstring and really focus just on that. Okay, so for this next exercise, we are going to do straight leg or Romanian deadlifts, as they call them. You can call them either one. For these, you want to focus that your knees are going to be slightly bent, and notice how straight my back is. I'm really focusing on just contracting the hamstrings with this. Now for these, I go pretty light just because I do a moderate amount of weight, and I really focus on just the contraction, not going super heavy. If you go too heavy, it might end up hurting your lower back, so just use a lighter weight. And again, we're going to superset that with the med ball hamstring curls as seen here. You really want to focus on keeping your hips up as much as possible. It is quite painful, I will say. This exercise does take some practice, but it is very beneficial and easy. You can also do it at home, kind of anywhere exercise. And you want to focus again on doing 12 to 15 reps for 3 to 4 sets. And then for the last exercise, we are going to do the split squat with your kettlebells. And this exercise is very tricky for balancing. I was not having an easy time that day. Some days are better than others. See, I was messing around with my foot a lot that day. I actually prefer this one that I have here opposed to your top foot on the bench, just because it's easier to balance. And then switching, I actually have a much more difficult time with my right leg because I broke that ankle way back when, and I just have a hard time balancing with that leg. So try your best. It does take practice. Some days are going to be better than others. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Make sure if you like it to give it a thumbs up right below and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch up with you guys on episode 4 either later this week or the early next week. I'm not sure yet what's gonna happen. All right guys, bye. I love you.